Around 3:30 in the afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio, police receive a call about a suspicious situation that could quickly turn serious. Authorities suspect that a 31-year-old man named Delonte Edmund Geiger may be holding a woman captive in the basement of his home, but the man appears far more concerned about protecting his role as a confidential informant in the neighborhood. Officers contact the detective who has previously dealt with Delonte, and after a brief conversation, they are allowed to step inside the house for a quick inspection, although they are asked not to record anything. When officers check the basement, they don't immediately find anyone there, but something about the situation still doesn't feel right to them. Later that same evening, another informant comes forward and shares a disturbing story about Delonte, referring to him by the nickname Bless. With this alarming information, police return to the house once again, this time with far greater urgency and the fear that they might discover a body. While searching through the property, officers suddenly hear faint and disturbing sounds coming from somewhere inside the house. Eventually, Delonte is arrested, while the victim is carefully rescued and transported to the hospital for medical treatment. During questioning, Delonte describes the horrifying events in a strangely calm way, almost as if the entire situation were routine. Delonte Edmund Geiger later pleads guilty to several serious charges, including assault, kidnapping, evidence tampering, and illegal possession of weapons. In the end, the court sentences him to between 16 and 20 years in prison. It's just after 3:30 in the afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio, when police receive a strange call about a house in the neighborhood. At first, it sounds like just another tip, but what officers are about to discover will turn into something far more disturbing than anyone expected. When officers arrive at the address, they're immediately met by a man outside the house who seems extremely nervous. Before the police can even explain why they're there, the man starts insisting that they shouldn't be there at all. He keeps repeating the same phrase over and over again, that their presence is making his spot hot. According to him, the police are attracting attention and putting him in danger. He claims that he actually works with law enforcement as a confidential informant and that the officers showing up like this could ruin everything. But something about the situation feels off. When the officers ask simple questions, the man avoids giving clear answers. He refuses to tell them who he works for and says he isn't allowed to explain anything. The only thing he keeps repeating is that they need to leave. Police then explain the real reason they're there. Someone has reported that a woman might be tied up inside the basement of the house. The man immediately denies it. He says there is absolutely nobody inside the basement. According to him, the entire complaint is nothing more than a false report made by a drug addict in the neighborhood. Still, when officers politely ask if they can just take a quick look to confirm that nobody is inside, the man refuses. That refusal only makes the situation more suspicious. The officers explain that they can't simply ignore the complaint. If someone is actually trapped inside that house, leaving without checking could put a person's life at risk. But the man keeps arguing. At one point, he even offers to give the officers his social security number so they can run a background check on him. He insists that once they see his record, they'll understand that he's not hiding anything. Eventually, officers contact a detective who has previously worked with the man. The suspect's name is Delonte Edmund Geiger, a 31-year-old who claims to have connections with law enforcement as an informant. After a short conversation with the detective, officers are allowed to step inside the house for a quick search. However, they are asked not to record anything during the inspection. Police begin their search in the basement, but when they look around, they don't see anyone. The basement appears empty. Technically, the officers have no clear evidence that a crime has been committed. But even as they leave the house, something about the entire situation still doesn't feel right. Later that same night, everything changes. Another informant contacts police and shares a terrifying story. According to this informant, the man inside that house goes by the nickname Blessed, and what she tells police is deeply disturbing. She claims that the suspect recently accused a woman of being a police informant. Believing she had betrayed him, he allegedly tied her up inside the house and brutally tortured her. The informant says the suspect even showed her photos on his phone, photos that appeared to show the woman injured and restrained. With this new information, police immediately return to the house. This time, the situation is far more serious. Officers are no longer simply responding to a complaint. They now believe a victim may still be trapped somewhere inside. Police enter the home again and begin carefully searching the property. As they move through the house, something catches their attention. They hear a faint sound. At first, it's hard to tell what it is. Then they hear it again. A weak voice. Someone inside the house is asking for help. Officers immediately follow the sound through the building, trying to figure out where it's coming from. Eventually, they discover something hidden inside the home, a platform concealing a small space underneath. When they look inside, they make a horrifying discovery. A woman is trapped beneath the structure. She's injured, weak, and clearly terrified. The woman tells officers she has been beaten and stabbed. She can barely move and says parts of her body feel paralyzed. Paramedics are called immediately while officers try to comfort her and keep her calm. She tells them her name and explains that she had been held there against her will. Meanwhile, Delonte Geiger is taken into custody. During questioning, his explanation for what happened is shocking. Instead of showing remorse, he describes the events in a strangely casual way. At times, he even seems to mock the police officers investigating him. He claims that he believed the woman was a police informant who had betrayed him. According to his own statement, he held her inside the house because he was afraid she might expose him. Investigators listen as he calmly explains how he moved her from room to room inside the house and kept her restrained. Despite everything that had happened, he still insists he never intended to kill her. Eventually, the case moves through the court system. Delonte Edmund Geiger is charged with multiple serious crimes, including felonious assault, kidnapping, tampering with evidence, and illegal possession of weapons. Facing overwhelming evidence, he later pleads guilty. In the end, the court sentences him to between 16 and 20 years in prison. For the victim, survival was nothing short of a miracle. And for the investigators involved, the case serves as a reminder that sometimes the smallest clues, even a faint cry for help behind a wall, can make the difference between life and death.